So the Chapter 1 map is officially coming back. Today I'm going to be talking about all the teasers, leaks, and information we know about the next season of Fortnite OG, which I don't think will be Chapter 4 Season 5 or Chapter 5, but just its own standalone season. Let's go back to where it all started, the time machine loading screen and lobby background, and you can actually see it in game. Kato Thorn has his time machine set to July 12th, 2018, which was the release date of Fortnite Season 5. Right now you can go to Frenzy Fields and see the time machine with a bunch of props from Season 5, and later you'll also be able to go to Mega City and see a video of the Chapter 1 sky on one of the screens, and when you go close to it, it'll play the original Fortnite lobby music. Will Kato Thorn be the one taking us back to Season 5? We actually have no idea, because the story this chapter has been a mess, and in a recent challenge it was said that Kato Thorn was dead. Someone is going to take us back to Season 5. We don't know exactly how, but Kato Thorn already set the date. There's not going to be a live event this season, so we won't actually see it play out in-game, but it'll probably be shown off in its own cinematic trailer. And that's all of the official in-game stuff we have right now. After all of this got revealed when the last Fortnite update dropped, a few leakers confirmed this as well. Now, originally, some of the leakers said that it would be parts of the Chapter 1 map mixed with parts of the Chapter 4 map. Some leakers said it would be 40% of one map, 60% of the other. But that really wouldn't make any sense considering some of the teasers that we're going to talk about. And one of the leakers who specifically made this 40%, 60% claim confirmed that it was just a translation error with his inside source and that it should be the entire Chapter 1 map. Some leakers also claimed that we would be cycling through the Chapter 1 seasons, starting with 5 until we reach Season X and the Black Hole, which will bring us into Chapter 5. This is something I'm a little unsure about because the season starts on November 3rd, and from what leaks are telling us, Chapter 5 should start the first week of December, so maybe December 3rd, it'll just be exactly 1 month. So there will only be about 4 weeks in this Chapter 1 throwback season. Also, if there was any doubt about that, Epic emailed some streamers a few weeks back and said that both November and December would be packed with content, which we now know is referring to the Fortnite OG season in November, followed by Chapter 5's launch in December. Epic also tests new versions weeks, sometimes months in advance. Currently, we're on Chapter 4 Season 4, and if you add up all the seasons in total, this is the 26th season of Fortnite, so version 26. Right now, version 27, which will be the 27th season of Fortnite next season, is being tested. Version 27.10, which is going to be a major update next season, is being tested, and version 27.11 is also being tested. That's probably going to release 1 week before the season ends and contain the files for the live event. And then there's nothing after that for Season 27. It will go straight into Season 28 because version 28 is already being tested, and we know that Season 28 is going to be Chapter 5, Season 1. So that's already confirmed. Next seasons will only be 1 month. But we're supposed to somehow cycle through 6 seasons. Wouldn't it have made more sense to do a 6-week season and cycle through 1 season every week? If we end up going through 6 seasons in the span of a month, it'll be each season for about 5 days, which is kind of strange, but I'll still take it. Also, why they're starting at Season 5 and just skipping Seasons 1 through 4, I have no idea. Seasons 1 and 2 could be pretty boring before the map update. Season 3 could be pretty tame compared to the later Chapter 1 seasons, but Season 4 was pretty interesting, so sad to see that one skipped, but we're still going to get a bunch of original seasons back anyway, so happy about that. So all of that brings us to the other day when Epic started sending teasers to some Fortnite streamers. They sent a package, and on the box was a classic Fortnite sky background with the text, "Where we droppin'." A note that actually read, "Thank you for being with us at the very beginning. Thank you for being a Fortnite OG. Now is the chance to run it back. There's only one question left. Where are we dropping?" Inside the box were a bunch of pins, 6 pins to represent seasons 5 through X, and those were actually recolored Epic Games employee pins that they get for every Fortnite season. So in case there was any confusion as to what those were supposed to represent, even though it was pretty obvious, they represented the original Fortnite seasons and were made for employees years ago. Plus 1 extra pin in the style of an original Fortnite BR logo, this time reading Fortnite OG. A dog tag was also included, again with the same text, Fortnite OG, and this dog tag used to be on a lot of Chapter 1 skins back then. So it seems like OG will be the name of the season, with "Where we droppin" as sort of a tagline or slogan to accompany it. The streamers also received a disc that had some old Chapter 1 clips of theirs on it, and the Chapter 1 Season 5 map was actually engraved on the disc. So this is why I said before, next season has to be the full Chapter 1 map and not a mixture of Chapter 1 and 4. Epic engraved it on a disc, The title is OG. You can't say where we dropping with all these OG locations: Salty Springs, Tilted Towers, Paradise Palms, Lazy Links, Dusty Divot, and then just have Shattered Slabs. Like, bro, we are dropping Paradise Palms. We are not dropping Shattered Slabs. When we get to Season 8 on the map, we are dropping Lazy Lagoon. We are not dropping in any of these shitty Chapter 4 jungle POIs. And that's pretty much everything we know. But with all of that said, people have started speculating exactly how the next season will work. How will the weapons and items work? Over the years, a bunch of weapons have had new models, icons, sound effects. Notably, the new SMG sound, I think, is atrocious. Majority of the weapons from Chapter 1 have been heavily nerfed. The most a Blue Pumpkin headshot for now is 175. The Burst AR, Grenade Launcher, and Heavy Shotgun were completely changed. The TAC SMG, Heavy AR, Drum Gun, Combat Shotgun were all nerfed to the ground. The Guided Missile doesn't even exist in the files, although I wouldn't mind it not getting that back because the weapon was actually terrible. And we don't know anything about how these weapons will be handled. Some leakers say that we'll get old weapon models back, but again, just remember how some leakers said it will be pieces of Chapter 1 and 4 together, and then they went back on the word. Nothing a leaker says is 100% confirmed. How will the Battle Pass work on a 1-month season? They're definitely not going to require you to grind 100 or 200 levels in a month. So will they just skip out on the Battle Pass entirely? Probably not. Maybe it'll be a mini pass, and there's supposed to be challenges for 4 weeks. If I had to guess, maybe 4 or 5 skins, and it'll be cheaper than the price of a normal Battle Pass. How will the game look? Will it have all the lighting improvements of Chapter 4? Will it have Chapter 4's terrain and art style? Will it be a straight up port of the original Chapter 1 graphics, or a mix of both? We don't know, but again, if I had to guess, a mix of both, a more refined version of the Chapter 1 map. And with the Chapter 1 Sky teaser at Mega City, and the Chapter 1 Sky being used in the background of some of the promotional material for the next season, I guess we can kind of confirm that that's going to be coming back, and then maybe with the new clouds that were added in the Chapter 4 graphics. But most importantly, how will the game actually play out? Since Chapter 1 ended, we've seen swimming, sliding, sprinting, mantling, hurdling, but I think Epic forgot about that, so we don't have to worry about it. And of course, zero build mode. Will we be able to swim through Loot Lake or the rivers that went down the map? Will we still die by jumping off the island into the water on the bottom, or can we swim through it and maybe the island will be lower to the water level? Will these new movement mechanics be available even though it wouldn't be a true Chapter 1 experience? How the hell would zero build work on the Chapter 1 map, filled with open areas with no cover and hills that are impossible to get up to without building? Some leakers say that Epic is disabling sprinting and mantling next season, but I really don't see it happening. Why only disable sprinting and mantling and not swimming and sliding? Zero build would be impossible without mantling, and it's just too large of a player base to let go of for a whole month. There could be a number of possibilities. Maybe the mechanics will only be disabled in build mode, maybe the mechanics will only be disabled for a classic LTM, and maybe they just tested the new season without these mechanics and decided that it didn't work, so they're just going to keep them in anyway. Guys, the reality is that we have no idea what's happening, and absolutely nothing about this topic is confirmed. I could easily see them just adding more rocks, trees, the newer big bushes to the empty terrain to give more cover, smoothing out the terrain to make the mountain and hills able to be walked up, add a bunch of ramps, zip lines, and ascenders to the map to make it work with zero build. But we're just going to have to wait until next week to see what happens. And actually, as I just finished writing this video script, we sort of have an update. Sheena BR claims that zero build will be staying next season, and they'll be adding ziplines and ascenders to the map. Again, nothing the leaker says is 100% confirmed, but I think that was pretty obvious that they wouldn't take it away in the first place. Guys, make sure to subscribe to stay updated on the Fortnite OG season and Chapter 5 news. I'm going to actually be posting because next season seems promising. I really tried to play Chapter 4, but I just didn't enjoy it at all. And I'll actually have a video talking about that soon. We have a lot of content for the next 2 months, and it's going to be a good time to be playing Fortnite. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.